Hello indie fans and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we have the absolute privilege to be looking at the very first alpha of Under the Ocean, the sequel, semi-sequel, spiritual successor to Under the Garden, which if you go all the way back in my playlist to the very beginning, it is the second episode I ever did, so it's really great that I'm going to get to actually see something evolve like this to the next level and really see where the developer took that idea as they made this new version of it, which has much more polished graphics and is just a more competent, more detailed survival simulator all around. So let's get into it, and I will walk you through as we go. It's a very detail-oriented game, and we do need to proceed rather meticulously to make our way forward. The first thing you're going to notice is at the bottom of the screen, we've got a bunch of indicators: wet, thirsty, hungry, chilly. As those fill up, I am going to need more and more of those resources to alleviate my issue, whatever it may be. Very much in the style of like The Sims, should be a similar way to compare it. So we've got a whole bunch of boxes we can deal with and a axe, which is a very important tool because all of these boxes contain things that we're going to need very badly. So one click on the inventory up in the corner here will equip our axe, and we can smack away at this box a little bit until it becomes damaged to the point of breaking. In this box we've got a couple things: a spearhead for one, which I'm going to drop up here, and a wet firecracker, which I actually have no use for right now. Next box, we're going to open that up. Oh man, I think I just got smacked by that box a bit. No problem, the waves are a little torrential, but we're going to be fine. Or maybe not torrential, but the rain is torrential at least. Wet crate piece, and we just got a medicine bag, which we're going to need in case we get injured. Yes, the game does have that level detail. If you get pinched by a crab, you can actually end up with a festering wound, which is no way to live on an island when you need to survive for a long period of time. I almost always do these Indie Impressions episodes as a very first time I launched it, blind play. This game in particular, I did need a little bit of time to get acclimated to it. That is a tomato, I didn't even notice that before. I did need a little bit of time to get acclimated and understand exactly what I was doing before I could really attempt this to show it off, because the first video of this was me struggling just to understand how the interface worked. I don't know why I was having such a problem, but it's just one click to equip stuff. I was thinking you needed to like double click, right click, click and drag, all kinds of things that were incorrect. So check our meters here. We're soaking wet, very thirsty, mid-level hungry. We could use that nice BLT or whatever that is with the olive on it. And just beginning to get chilly, which will, if that fills up, I believe it graduates to becoming a cold meter. And I assume there's some sort of a consequence as the cold meter creeps up. I mean, aside from just feeling crappy. Smash another crate, being very cognizant of the fact that there is an explosive crate over here, which we will maybe be able to use for something. These leaves are somehow dry despite being in the middle of a bunch of torrential rain. Maybe there's actually, there's cover above, that's why. I thought something just dropped out of that, but I might be wrong. Crate piece, what is this? If you hold down Alt, it will actually show you all the things, very like Diablo style, what's going on here. Axe, tool weapon, stone blocks. Thought something useful came out of that, maybe not. Driftwood. It's kind of hard to see the useful stuff here. I mean, maybe if you like mouse over it, it should highlight or something, or the usable items, or, you know, equipable items should be highlighted in a different color or something. I believe I was supposed to get a flint out of one of these. I don't see it though. I may have just covered it over with something, which I can just move a bunch of this stuff out of the way. Perhaps I'll find what I'm looking for here. Lots and lots of crate pieces. Maybe it's possible some of this stuff is somewhat randomized, and maybe the first time I found something that I needed, and the second time just didn't get so lucky. Because the first time I didn't find the tomato, so maybe it was a trade-off, and I don't think I found a second spearhead either. So I'm getting less wet, still quite thirsty, still very hungry. Oh, there's my flint. Excellent. So let's head back over here. Maybe we can make some grilled tomatoes or something. Let's also grab this explosive box and move it far away because I really don't want to deal with it by accident. And we will... Actually, let's move it this way so in case the tree lands on it doesn't explode or something. Because we're going to cut this down and build a huge bonfire. Oh, thankfully it just stopped raining, and I went and dropped the tree on the box anyway, so don't listen to me. So I had a lot of trouble making a fire the first time, but all the issue was I just needed to equip the flint and then look at one of these leaves, or actually I don't even need to equip it, you just drag it right on here to start a fire. Then you can actually take the flint back out and hit escape to bring that out, and then drop some stuff on there and we should be able to get a nice roaring fire going. Can I just eat this directly? Let's right click on my guy, yep, and just down that tomato. And what did I get? I got seeds out of it. No? There's definitely some issues for me with the inventory management. I mean, part of it is because I was just not sure what I was doing, but other parts of it seem like legitimately a bit confusing. When you're supposed to hit what buttons and how to deal with certain things. I don't think I need 2 of these spearheads right now because I'm going to need my inventory more. So we can... Whoa, why did that just fly over here? Something just triggered something else. So I'm not hungry anymore, but I am still quite thirsty. So let's go in search of maybe some water that I can deal with. Maybe I need to go get a bucket and try boiling some ocean water, if that's possible. What is this? Driftwood. There's our bucket. Let's see about doing something with that, and let's grab one of these glowworm glowing thingies in case it gets extra dark. If we had a spear, I could actually spear one of those fish. Let's equip our bucket here. What can I do with that? How do I use a bucket? Just going in the water make it full? Full wet bucket containing seawater. Okay, so it actually did work. Not sure which of those 2 things I did to make that work properly, but it doesn't matter. So I do want to get some exploring in, but we'll see how time permits. What's more important is that I get my guy to a position of not being dead, ideally. Oh, he's warm, that's nice. So I've got my bucket. If I hold it over the fire here, full bucket containing seawater, maybe it will turn into drinkable water, I'm hoping. I'm holding it right over that fire. Is that not how that works? I don't think that's how it works at all, actually. Yeah, because really having seawater, you really need to desalinate it, and putting it over fire is going to maybe remove the parasites, but it's not going to remove the salt. So I need to find fresh water here somehow. I was not really thinking when I was doing that. Maybe this waterfall right here, I can get fresh water out of this. Seems like it would be pretty well placed. This is seawater, though. Can I flip it upright? I don't really see why this would need to flip over at all. Okay, now the bucket seems to be stuck up in the air. Alright, keeping in mind, still first alpha, we'll forgive any and all issues for the moment because this is still quite early. The bucket seems to be locked up there. I mean, unless I'm doing it wrong. I don't think I am, though. There's just... Oh, I need my ammo. Don't get wet. What the hell's going on? Alright, my dude's just holding everything up in the air. Okay, good. Take it. Alright, it seems like the click mechanism has become locked or something. Oh, now we've got a fish floating out of the water. Alright, stuff's getting weird. Hello, fish. What are you doing? Let's try zoning. See if that does anything. I might have to lose my ammo, which I would be very upset about. See if my bucket and ammo are still sitting around somewhere. And maybe that fish is a little bit less levitaty. Alright, cool. Looks like Ammo works again, and... oh, there's duplication. Alright, so that's a big thing they're going to need to work on, because, yeah, duplicating ammo by accident. I don't even know how I did that, but we don't want that. Oh, we've got multiple buckets now as well. So, seawater. I don't want seawater at all. I want fresh water. I'm surprised there'd be seawater coming from a waterfall. That's, like, atypical for seawater to be falling like that. Okay, so let's see what we have down here. We've got a chicken. Let us do some hunting, if I can remember how to reload this rifle here. Reload. Alright, cool. I think that's all I had to do. Yep, 6 of 6 weapon ammo. And equip. And we can shoot that poor chicken. I feel bad doing it, but we gotta eat. It's the way the world works, unfortunately. Alright, dead chicken. Let's take it apart, because we need to get what looks like an egg out of it, but it's actually the fillet, the meat, chicken breast. And you can maybe use all these parts for other things. As far as I'm aware right now, though, I don't know how to do that. I'm still in search of water. My hunger is going to be okay for the moment. Let's move on and see if maybe there's some fresh water over to the left. Not sure where I'm going to find fresh water, but, you know, I got to give it a shot. Is there a stick? I could probably make a spear and deal with these crabs here. Pick that up. Can I put... oh, yeah, I can. Attach that to the end, not to the middle, because if you attach it to the middle, you get a ridiculous contraption that's basically of no use to you. Alright, so got a spear. Unfortunately, once you set up a weapon, like if you attach that spearhead to it and you attach it wrong, you can't seem to take it back apart. So you're kind of stuck with it then. Whoa, crab. Know your role, crab. Alright. I would love to use those for food, but at the moment, I just want to see where the water's at. Thankfully, you can survive for a pretty long time without any water. I guess just as in real life. Is that a beehive? Oh, geez. I don't want to get in a fight with some bees. I've seen this happen in Animal Crossing way too many times. I end up with a big welt on my eye just about every day. That seems to be all this area has to offer. Okay, we got a bridge. Which would indicate to me that someone has lived on this island before. I can equip my firefly friend to see a little bit of what's going on here. What's that? Oh, it's a bird. I hope I don't, like, fall to my death, because I don't imagine I can fall very far. There's a whole bunch of supply crates down there, which seems nice. And some kind of flower, yarrow. The pirate's favorite flower. What do I do with this? I need to get this out of the way, otherwise it's going to explode on my head. Rather not have that happen. Alright, that's good enough. Let's get our axe going. You can actually select by either once clicking on them, the number keys, or you can actually scroll with the mouse wheel as well. So there's actually a number of ways you can get through your hotbar there. What have we got? Anything? Let's look at our alt menu. Damage, wet, explosive crate. Looks like a whole bunch of explosive crates. Nothing too useful, unfortunately. Maybe I can set those off somehow, and I don't know, let's just see what they do when I... oh, okay, that doesn't work. Something got in the way anyway. So still looking for water. Oh, what is that? A boar. Crap, that's not going to be right. Alright, dead boar. I'm totally relying very heavily on the gun. Man, that is gnarly taking them apart like that. The teeth... oh, object 002. Well, they need to be defined, I guess. We've got ribs, which maybe we can use for some kind of spiky weapon. A lot of meat. There's the guts, and both of these look like usable meat. And then we've got a bunch of organs. And the pelt you can actually turn into a cloak. Unfortunately, I have a lot of crap in my inventory right now. Let's see if I can maybe manage that a little bit. I would like to use this pelt. I would like... Well, I can probably, hopefully, pick up this again soon. That looks like a pickaxe floating in the air over there. The bucket, whatever, we'll deal with the bucket later. I need to get some fire, though, so I can hook up some food. Because I can combine... Maybe I can use this pelt right now and pick up the other stuff in a second. So let's right-click my guy. Can I put a cloak on him? Oh, I must have to do something to it first. Maybe I have to, like, tan it. Not sure how to do that yet. Alright, moving on. We'll deal with that later, or maybe not at all. Oh, cape. Okay, got it. We're still in alpha mode, so we're putting this stuff together as we go. That's fine. This is sort of like the way the trailer was demoed out, so, you know, you get the cape, you set it up, you put it on. Perhaps the crafting element of that has not been built yet, which is fine. So the goal of this video is just to give a taste of the game, not to legitimately play it yet. Although I am sort of doing that a little bit, but I'm sort of doing it within the very loose constraints that were given. What just happened? It just fell. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. How did I get... Oh, I'm underneath the bridge. I get it. I don't know if I can get back up easily. That could be a problem. Well, we're gonna need food and water regardless pretty soon, so maybe I might be stuck in a place where I will eventually deteriorate and die, I guess. That's just the way it is. Not sure if there's really any substantial way to get back up from here. I mean, I could probably try cutting through the bridge, and maybe that's the only way. I was hoping maybe I could, like, crawl through a secret passage there, but it doesn't seem like that's too likely. So I think we're about at the point where I'm going to wrap this one up. Unfortunately, never found that fresh water, but I'm sure you guys can if you get to try out the alpha as well. Which the way to do that is to head on over to the webpage, and of course I will link this in the description as always, and go pre-order the game, and just a little bit of a fee, and you will be in for the long haul there, and you get all the alpha updates, and you get to access the forums and stay up on everything that's going on with the development of Under the Ocean. So it's looking very promising. Still, again, pretty early, but it's very cool that we got to take a look at it in such an early state, and we get to follow the development from this point on, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So, as always, remember to head on over to facebook.com/indieimpressions. I post every night's video over there. You can feel free to shoot me over some suggestions, share videos with friends. If you might have had a friend that loves indie games and has been following Under the Ocean's development, maybe they'd be interested in taking a look at this. So feel free to share that with them if you like. Also, I'm on Twitter, at RockLeeSmile for my personal account, and at indieimpression for the site's account, technically. What it is my personal account. You can just show up there, and I will just be bantering about whatever's going on in my world on a day-to-day basis. And then the one for Indie Impressions, that's just so you can follow every night's video that gets uploaded, and you'll see exactly when it goes up. So if you're interested in that, feel free to do so. And that'll pretty much wrap us up for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you come back again tomorrow for another. Have a lovely night, guys. Take care.